All right, so in the north is Hezbollah. So I guess the first question is, who are they? Who controls them? And what's going on up there? And why are they such a thorn in Israel's side from there? Because if you're kind of news junkie with this, you know that 80,000 people or so can't go home because they're afraid of what's going to happen from that. Oh, it's a real issue. So give us a little sort of background.
So Hezbollah is referred to as a proxy of Iran. It's much more than that. By something in Arabic called Wali al-Faqih, which is basically called guardianship of jurists. These are Shiites, even though they're Arab Shiites, they're not as Persian Shiites in Iran. They follow 12 Shiism. They will follow the direct orders of the supreme leader. Which means that when we keep saying, will Hezbollah attack Israel, what do they want to do? On a tactical level, Hezbollah can attack and do all kinds of things. On a greater strategic level, this is Iran's decision. For years I've been writing, this is, and as Israelis refer to this as Israel's northern Iranian border. Hezbollah is directly under the control of Iran. And Iran is part of all of this, of what's there. So what's going on with Hezbollah? Hezbollah is a greater threat than Hamas. Israel underestimated Hamas. They have over 200,000 projectiles of missiles, and ballistic missiles, and rockets, and drones, and mortars, and anti-tank weapons to overwhelm all of Israel's anti-defense system. That's not counting if there's a full-out war. What Iran can do from Iran, and sort of taste of it, and I'm going to tie that into some cool information later. So Israel also has no defense against the anti-tank missiles or the mortars. Iron Dome they're too low, they're too fast, and they land, and they don't go enough distance to be knocked down by Iron Dome. What will be to keep on your mind, and what I've been talking to Congress all week about, is to somehow see if more of our aid can fund their iron beam system, the laser system, to knock down mortars, drones, and anti-tank missiles. Supposedly it's after R&D now, and it's kind of getting ready. If that happens, then Israel will have a much better chance in the Northern War. So will there be a Northern War? The state can happen in a second. Hezbollah can shoot, hit a school bus, 20 children die, there's going to be a regional war. But the reason Iran does not want Hezbollah to be fully engaged in a full war. This is a hot war. I've been in this war. If there was not what was going on in Gaza, this would be considered a major war. But why they're not going to a major war, if that's a thing, is because Iran does not want them to. This is the sword held over Israel's head against a preemptive Israeli attack on Iranian nuclear facilities. And that's why they want to keep the powder dry in their musket. Very old expression. They don't want to use it because if they use it and Israel survives, it will make Israel less inhibited of the consequences of a preemptive attack on their nuclear.
All right, so Iran wants to continue its nuclear program, and it doesn't want Israel to bomb them. So these 200,000 missiles and whatever that are up north are there, and Iran doesn't want those fired in order that Israel be afraid and won't start. Okay, so that makes sense. So they're first of all, this is in Lebanon, and so is there a Lebanese government?
We are silly here in believing Lebanon's a failed state, and we give $130, $140 million a year to the Lebanese armed forces of our hard-earned American taxpayer dollars, thinking it's a counterweight to Hezbollah. They're either impotent or complicit with Hezbollah. I was talking with somebody in Congress today. I work mainly on the Senate side, talking about, maybe the other people, not the non-Shiites in Lebanon, the Druze and the Christians and the Sunnis will come together. I would not count on that at this point. Hezbollah basically controls that country.
So